recorded live in Jacksonville, Florida. This is Trivial Warfare. More than just a pub quiz, Trivial Warfare is your gateway to a worldwide trivia community. Join your hosts, Jonathan.
We just described Ric Flair as Neanderthal Man and Planet of the Apes.
Carmela.
That would irritate the hell out. I'm like, I just want my groceries. My ice cream is melting.
Ben.
4 halogens in that list. Oh my God.
You're like, it's not the halogens. I'm like, no, Ben, no.
Those damn halogens got me again.
Aaron.
I haven't started cooking more, but I have started thinking about cooking more, so I've looked at a lot of recipes for things. Mostly cocktails.
Zakia.
I'm a very happy evil genius.
Yeah.
And Nick.
For all the listeners out there, if you spend enough money, you can be where I am today.
And the rest of the Trivial Warfare Army for another week of fun and games. Now here's your host, Jonathan Oakes.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Trivial Warfare. We are the podcast that takes the pub quiz out of the pub and brings it home to you. My name is Jonathan. I am here today with Chris to the H-O, Mr. OG Chris Hollister. Hello, and how are you, sir?
I am doing fantastic, sir. How are you holding up today?
I am wonderful. We got to go to a pub quiz this week.
Yes, we did, and we dominated.
We did
dominated. Yeah.
So we went to our buddy Sam Mitchell's trivia game here in Jacksonville at a place called Tepe's. Scott Barber was visiting. And so we went out with Scott, and our friends Russ and Lauren were there, and Ben was there, and my brother Bob was there, and Kel was there. We had a great time.
Yeah.
And as Chris said, there were 2 teams there that Chris whispers to me during the game. He says, those 2 teams, they're the ones that always win this game.
True.
Like, always.
Yeah, because I've hosted at this place a few times. So
and for me, that's an immediate go flag. That's like, oh good. Oh, good. Let's have a competition then. And we ended up winning 217 to 204 to 173.
Yeah.
So it felt really good, and it was awesome to do that with you, Chris. It's been a long time.
I know. I told you, I was like, we need to talk to Kit, because I really and truly would love to tag team with you on a show again, because it's been a very long time since just you and I played trivia. So, but it was a great time. Super happy Scott made time for us. That was great. And just all the good folks that came out to see him, and the support, just hanging out and playing awesome trivia was great. And Sam did a fantastic job.
It's a good game.
Yeah, it was.
Chris, we should introduce our guests.
We got some great guests today, and I'm excited because there's one that's been on the show a lot that I've actually never been on the show with before, so I'm pretty pumped about that.
All right, well, I'm going to save him for last, because first up, Johanna Stanley is with us today. Hello, Johanna.
Hello.
Hello, and welcome to the show.
Thank you.
I'm glad you're here. All right, Jon Schoepf is with us today. Hello, John.
Hello. Hope you all are doing well.
We are doing well, and it is always a pleasure to see you, my friend.
And John has the sexiest shirt I've ever seen in my life. It is fantastic. It's a beautiful Cubs shirt.
It's one of those. It's one of those shirts that looks like a woman in a bikini, and then the sides are white, so you can't see how wide he really is. Yeah, Chris, you shouldn't talk about that kind of stuff on the air. I mean, honestly, it's kind of crass.
My best friend is an idiot.
Who's that? Who? All right. And Niveous Rayside is with us today. Hello, Niv.
Hey, how's it going?
It's good to see you again. Yeah, Chris made a big deal about you being here today, so I'm glad to get the 2 of you together.
Yeah, I'm excited about this because, again, I've remembered you being on and following us for a while, and it's good to finally be on the show with you, sir.
Yeah, same here.
Because Niv's been on a bunch. John's been on, you said 2 times, is that correct?
This is my third.
Number. I'm sorry, I misunderstood. 3. And then Johanna, this is her first time on the show. So we've got a nice, good group here. I'm loving this.
And I want to get to know each of them a little bit better. So Johanna, we're going to start with you. Tell everybody, please, where you're from, what you do, and something fun about yourself.
Yeah, I'm Johanna. I'm currently in East Tennessee, but I'm originally from the Central Coast of California. and I work at a doggy daycare and boarding facility, so I get to see lots of dogs every day. And then a fun thing about myself, because it's kind of fun, I once burned Easy Mac. The little cup of mac and cheese you put in the microwave. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to hear this. This is great.
I don't know what happened. I put it in. I could have sworn I put water in it, and I came back to smoke in the microwave. I've gotten better since then. I now can, feed myself, but.
Hold on now. If we don't put milk in the Easy Mac, which I don't know what Easy Mac is, I have no idea. But if we don't put milk in it, it's going to start a fire, is what I'm hearing you say.
Yeah, you're supposed to put water in it, and then you put it in the microwave, and it cooks it with the steam and everything. I guess I didn't put water in it.
Oh, I gotcha.
And so then it just burned.
She wanted her noodles to be al dente.
That is one way.
A little too al dente.
grilled noodles.
Grilled dente.
Not great. Not great.
So, with your experience where you work, what is your favorite breed of dog to see come in the door?
Oh, wow. That's a hard question. There's a lot of favorites. I've grown partial to the little schnauzers.
Really?
Yeah, they have great personalities.
Chris is holding up Ringo with his mohawk.
Oh.
Hello, Ringo. Yeah, schnauzers, they are really, really great dogs, aren't they?
Boy.
They really are.
Good answer. Well, Johanna, I pronounced it incorrectly at first. Johanna,
that's all right. I answer anything close.
I love it. It is great to have you here today. Thanks for joining us. John, tell everybody where you're from, what you do, and something fun about yourself.
I'm Jon Schoepf. I am originally from Muskegon, Michigan, on the west coast of Michigan. I'm currently in Okinawa, Japan. I've been in the Marines for 18 years. And something fun about myself, I've been to 52 countries.
Wow.
52. Wow. Okay. Which country was the one that you would least like to visit again?
I wouldn't say there's none I wouldn't want to visit again.
Okay.
When I spent time in Libya was not the most fun, and Somalia was not the most fun.
Yeah. Wow.
You know what? That makes sense.
So I probably would not want to go to those two again.
I think that makes sense.
And I think going to Afghanistan again would be interesting now.
Extremely. Yeah. Is my memory off? The first few times you were on the show, I don't feel like you were in Okinawa at that time. Am I right? Did you recently get stationed?
Yeah. So every time I've been on the show, I've lived somewhere new. So first time on the show, I was in North Carolina, and then I was in Rhode Island previously, and then now I'm in Okinawa. We just got to Okinawa in October, and we should be here for, hopefully we don't have to move again soon. Moving's a pain over here.
How do you like it?
It's awesome. It's great. The food's great. Everyone's nice. The temperature's killer. It's the hottest temperature I've ever felt in my entire life. It's mostly the humidity. You walk outside and it's just 200% humidity, but it's awesome. We love it here.
That's so cool. Well, dude, we are glad that you are back with us today. Thanks for joining us.
Absolutely. It's great to be here.
And Niv, tell everybody where you're from, what you do, and something fun about yourself.
Hello, everyone. I am E. Niveous Rayside. I am from beautiful Staten Island, New York. What I do for a living, well, let's see. I'm the lead singer and guitarist of a band called Lucky Witch and the Righteous Ghost. And I am also a government wage slave working for the Department of Justice, but only for a wee bit longer before I take early retirement.
Hey, woo! That's cool. How long have you been pushing for that?
I'm almost so in October, I will hit my 25th year of working for the government. So 25 and I can get out.
Man.
and since things are insane right now, this is the perfect time to make my exit.
I feel you, brother. I feel you. My goodness. Well, Niv, it is fantastic to have you here today. By the way, what's your favorite type of song to sing?
Ooh, good question.
My favorite type of song to sing.
Are we a balladeer? Are we a balladeer? Do we enjoy scatting? Yeah.
Maybe ska.
Somewhere on the internet there is me doing a cover of Scatman. I will not link that anywhere.
Boo.
But I did do it once. What's my favorite type of song to sing? I mean, my band's kind of an alternative rock, kind of grungy thing.
Okay.
But I'm a diverse music guy. So I like, there's so much music out there and there's so many different ways to have fun with it.
What I'm hearing is that you don't want to answer the question.
No, I just don't have a good answer for it.
Rude, Jonathan.
I love a good ballad, but you know what? I like to rock out too.
Heck yeah.
I like to throw those big notes at the same time. I can go and I can sing It's a Wonderful World, or I can, do whatever.
I love it. I need to hear you sing sometime.
Oh yeah. I mean, hey, if you come to Chicago early, my band is playing Chicago on the Monday before SporkleCon.
I'm coming to Chicago early, and that might be a thing.
Ooh.
That's
Come on
possible.
down. My band's playing the Liars Club. The Monday before SporkleCon.
Once I figure out our schedule, I'm going to touch base with you.
Wonderful. Oh, and the something fun about myself is that I have now completed my set by playing with Chris. This is my 8th time on. So I have now played with every Trivial Warfare host.
Hey!
Nice. I've done it all.
That's a good one.
Man, he's part of the 8 Timers Club.
Yeah, right? I love it. All right, guys. We are going to get started right now. We are going to have a great show today. It's going to be a great time. And we're going to start right now with Warm It Up. Chris?
It's time to warm it up on Trivial Warfare today. And there's only one person who can warm it up for the TWA. And that's Chris. And sometimes Jonathan.
It is Warm It Up, Chris. Chris is actually hosting this.
And he said he practiced, guys. I'm sweating over here. I don't know what this is about.
I literally practiced this for about an hour. I'm sweating a little bit too, just because I'm nervous, because this is either going to go really, really well or I'm going to get hate mail. So one way or the other, we're going to have some fun here. But Niv was talking about his music inclines. Well, I'm about to tell you, well, the Warm It Up Chris category is, why does Chris hate music?
Okay.
And the question is, I'm going to give you a choice, but I'm going to either hum a hit for you or sing it like Beaker from the Muppets for you. It is your choice.
Like for all of them, or each of us get to choose as we go?
Each of you get to choose as we go. Because it's Warm It Up, Chris, you're absolutely allowed to help out your partners because, again, there's no points. This is just for fun. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you the year that the song came out, and then I will either hum it or sing it like Beaker.
And Beaker is... Gotcha.
Yep,
all right.
That is correct. Yes.
Gotcha.
I was going to do Swedish Chef, but that ended up being too hard. So, yeah, exactly. My throat was killing me after I tried to do that. So, no. So
right,
anyway, but
Jonathan,
this is my first time doing this. Yep. Like I said, please be generous in the comments. If you don't like it, just say I didn't like it. Try something else, Chris, and I will do that. I promise. Okay. All right. So, Jonathan, we're going to start with you first. And by the way,
I thought you were going to read the lyrics from NWA. You're going to read NWA lyrics to us and have us guess this.
No.
He's
no.
I'm really nervous about this. I might get hate mail.
Yes. But no, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you the year, and then you get to decide if you want me to hum it or if you want me to sing it like Beaker. Okay?
Okay.
So, Jonathan, and just to let you know, this is going in year order. So we're going to start off with some oldies first and then go newer. And just to let you guys know, there's only 12 of them because this was hard to do. So, Jonathan, you get a 1961 hit.
I choose Beaker.
Okay. I'm going to make sure you guys can hear it. Okay, so here we go. Okay.
You're good. It's breaking up. I think your noise cancellation might be noise canceling it.
Sorry about this, guys. I really am. This was the one part I didn't think about when I got ready for this yesterday.
Listen, Chris, true genius takes multiple attempts. Nothing worth doing happens easily when you do it. It takes effort.
All right, let's try this. So, okay. So, 1961 hit.
Yes, I'm never going to forget the 1961 hit. I'm already locked into. It's probably a Beatles song based on the year.
Me, 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 me.
I think you're going to have to stick to humming.
Okay. Dang it. We're ditching
Sadly, the thing that I worked on for an hour yesterday.
I'm so sorry, Chris.
Hey, it's not your fault. I thought this was going to be fun, and this is just being a pain in the butt. So let's just move on. So, okay. So I will hum you this hit from 1961, Jonathan, okay?
Yes, sir. Oh, man, I am not there. Are y'all there? Do you get anything? I hear him. I hear it. I'm hearing dun 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 dun. That's the beginning is what I'm hearing. Do the second part again. Dun 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 dun.
It was also a movie that came out in 1985.
I got it.
What you got?
It's Stand By Me by Benny King.
That is factually correct. Well done, sir.
Hey, good job.
So, Johanna, you are next. This is a 1968 song. Again, remember, we're moving up in years, okay? So, all right, this is a...
I've got nothing. I was born in 91.
This was also a theme song from a very popular series. Okay.
Would you like help?
Yes.
I get by with a little help from my friends.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
The
except
Beatles.
I was doing the Joe Cocker version, which is a much slower version
Oh, okay.
than the Beatles version. But yes, A Little Help from My Friends by the Beatles, Joe Cocker, 100% correct. Well done, team. We're going to do this as a team approach. I think this
is a team game, Chris.
All right. So here's number 3. This was 1976.
Ooh, year I was born.
One of my favorite songs in the world. Love this song. So.
We can't, when you go on, can't hear it, but we could see you get soulful.
Man, you can't hear it.
We couldn't hear the high notes, but we saw your face go from normal to soulful, and it was so cool.
Oh, man. Why does my microphone suck? Both of them. Dang it.
I got it, though.
Okay, please, Niv. Help us out here.
Close my eyes and I split it away. That's the high note you were going for?
That is 100% yes. So, Niv, what is the song?
More Than a Feeling.
Yes, by the legendary group Boston. Nicely done. Nice. Here comes a 1982 hit. This, if you know Chris, is my absolute favorite song, non-Christian song of all time. All right, so here we go. 1982.
I am not there.
I will say this. Weezer made a copy of this about 5 6 years ago.
No, Mount Clemens, Africa.
There it is.
Yeah.
Yes, satisfactorily correct. Well done. Yes.
I can hear it now that you said it.
This was a 1988 song that was a resurgence for this band. All right. Here we go. Because of a movie. I will say that too.
Bohemian Rhapsody. Johanna, it sounds like you got
I know the song. I don't know the title.
What? Sing some lyrics.
Beach Boys. Right?
Come On Pretty Mama is part of it. It's part of the chorus.
It's Beach Boys, right? Kokomo?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey,
well done,
teamwork.
team. Yes, that's great. All right, well done. So far, everybody's getting one right. So we're doing great here. Okay, this is a 1991 song. It's a remake and became one of the biggest songs of all time.
Are you doing something? We can't hear you. Oh, you see, I need a screenshot Soulful Chris there. I'm gonna get ready for that.
Can I guess from just the soul in his face?
Yeah.
I will always love you.
Yes, 100%.
Wow.
Whitney Houston.
Chris, we didn't hear a note.
Didn't hear it.
He did it based on your face.
Why does my microphone hate me? Why? Why do you hate me?
There's
Your
some
microphone just
expression.
can't handle the skill level.
Yeah.
Should we continue on with this?
Oh, yes.
With this craziness.
Mhm.
Okay, because I've
You're
got
nailing
more,
it.
but it's just not working out the way I thought this was going
Hey,
to work
we
out.
got
so.
that one.
We're
All right,
enjoying
yes.
it.
Okay, fair enough. All right, this was also a big 1991 hit.
You can't go high, Chris. We can't hear.
Oh, we didn't start the fire.
Yes.
Hey.
Well done, Johanna. Well done. Yes. Now we're moving up in time. We're going to 2007.
I'm going to pre-guess that Chris's milkshake brings all the boys to the yard.
Wow.
No? You
No,
don't think?
that song was absolutely not on there because I was not giving Jonathan any kind of humor for that part. All right. So 2007. All right. Here we go. Oh, okay.
Maybe instead of doing a hum, you vocalize a little bit. So instead of it's more like ah ha 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 ha.
Okay. All right. We'll try that out. So
Yeah, sure.
da 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 da.
Apologize. One Republic apologize.
That is correct. Well done.
I heard the little trill there. It's too late to apologize. It's too late.
Here's another 2007 song. Da 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 da.
Is that Low by Flow Rider?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
That's that last part.
That
Nailed
was
it.
awesome. Well done, sir. Well done.
Low.
All right.
Oh.
Here's a 2011 song.
Oh, we're losing part of it there.
Da 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 da
Whatever it is, I think you did a good job of it. I don't recognize it.
Mm-mm.
Ta-dun, ta-dun, ta-dun.
It was a song that was featuring another artist, but was written and performed by was written by a DJ, very famous DJ.
All right, so this is going to be something like Titanium, maybe?
That is absolutely correct.
Really?
Titanium. Yes, that was
That's a
Titanium.
heck of a first guess.
We got two more, and then we'll get this chuck wagon going to some real trivia here. So 2018.
Like the dance moves, Jonathan.
I
know,
know,
right?
stopped. I was getting jiggy.
So this is a this was a duet.
Ta-da-dun, ta-da-da.
Okay, it's a 2018 song again. It was a duet. Person that wears a very interesting costume as he performs.
Oh, I got it.
What is it?
So wait, is that Happier?
Happier?
It is Happier by Marshmallow and Bastille.
Oh.
Yes.
Lately,
Yeah.
I've been thinking,
Okay.
I want you to be
Be
happier.
I want
Yeah.
you to be happier. Oh, I love
I
that
really
song.
love the cover of that by Keith Urban.
Oh,
He does a
I have not
great
heard that.
cover of that.
I haven't heard that.
That's
Haven't
a
heard
really
that one.
beautiful song.
Very cool. All right. Last song. For some of y'all, you're very happy. For me, I'm a little sad because this was a lot of fun. It was great to try to create this. So trying to do something different with warming up, Chris. This is a 2020 song. This song has been recommended to me to Chris Destroys a Hit by none less than 6 different people. It's
Pink Pony Club.
Pink Pony Club is absolutely correct.
Good job.
I cannot tell you how many times Scott Barber keeps messaging me going, you need to do this for your Destroys a Hit. And I'm like, dude, leave me alone. I got my own stuff.
Really? All the times you call on him for help and you're like, I got my own stuff.
I know, right? I'm kidding.
Scott, you can feel free to help me moving forward because I appreciate you.
That, my friends, is your Warm It Up, Chris semi-question of the episode. So thank you for y'all's patience. I appreciate it. You guys get the award for patience. That's for sure.
Good job. Yeah, that was, y'all don't know because we edited this, and Joel, please edit that. But you earned your paycheck with that one.
Anyway, thanks again.
I love that, Chris.
Seriously, I appreciate y'all's patience on that. I was really just trying to do something a little different.
It was good. It was unique.
It was good.
Yeah. I wish that the microphone stuff wasn't the factor because that's an unnecessary difficulty for you because I thought you did a good job.
Thanks. I'll have to do the beaker stuff for you when we're in person next time, Jonathan, because
yeah.
Anyway.
All right, guys. Today is going to be episode number 540. That means we are on the main feed. I want to say to you who are listening right now that you are awesome and we appreciate you. And if you are not one of our patrons, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. You keep listening. We're going to give you an episode every other week. And if you enjoy it, you keep on listening. We appreciate you. If you want more, we got more. We do an episode every week. All you have to do is go to trivialwarfarearmy.com, sign up as a sergeant or higher, and you will get all of those episodes and all of the ones from the past. And if you sign up as a lieutenant or higher, you start accumulating your way to come on the show, just like these awesome people who are here with us today to have a good time. Today's game, it's going to be John and Niv versus Johanna and Jonathan. Chris is hosting, and it's time to play the game.
Players. Oh, yeah. Y'all know what time it is. This is Mr. Literature himself, cordially inviting you to the game. This is 6 rounds of trivia goodness. 3 questions per round. Every right answer gets you 10 points. In the middle, we'll take a pause for the cause and ask a midpoint question worth up to 20 juicy points. After round 6, you can wager any or all those points you've been building up and take a shot at the final round. It's a series of theme-based questions we call the Gauntlet. It's just that easy, baby. But this game ain't gonna play itself, players. Let's get it on.
I had a lot of fun writing the questions for this, so hopefully you guys will enjoy it too. And do not forget about the Sherlocking, because there will be a couple that I think are Sherlockable in this episode.
Ooh,
so
a Sherlockable question.
Yes, indeed. So just to let you guys know everybody's team names, because I like to do the team names. So we have Jonathan and Johanna all on the same team. And so they are Johannathon, not to be confused with Toyotathon.
Not Johannathon, Johannathan.
Oh, Johannathan.
It's Johanna and Jonathan. It's Johannathan.
I thought the thon was better, so anyway, just don't wear a thon, all right?
Chris
Jonathan?
is a fan of that thon to thon.
Niv and John, because of John technically being in the next day in the next little bit, they are the trivia time travelers.
Ooh,
all right,
that's cool.
Yeah, so I like it. I was trying to figure out a way of getting an N in there so that you guys could be TNT, you could be Dynamite, but I couldn't figure that part out. So there you go. Your round 1, question 1 is in Wild Wild Decisions.
Okay.
Before Keanu Reeves became synonymous with the role of Neo in The Matrix in 1991, the filmmakers had originally pursued another A-list actor to headline the film. He ultimately turned it down due to choosing another film that came out the very same year but ended up bombing at the box office. What actor turned down the role of Neo, saying it was the worst decision he ever made? Well, up until that point.
Ooh. Up until that point.
I'm good with that, Niv.
All right, lock it in.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
Johanna,
okay.
what are you thinking?
I have heard something about this before, but I cannot for the life of me remember who it was about.
I thought that it was going to be Tom Cruise, but the end of the question makes me think, no, probably not Tom Cruise. And the way that Chris worded this is that this person would make worse decisions later.
Yeah.
Right? So while that may have been a big decision for them at that point, we probably think of them as making bad decisions more frequently. Like, who would you have cast back then? What was the category again, Chris?
Wild decisions.
Will Smith.
Oh, that's a good one.
Will Smith, Wild Wild West is his movie. Maybe, in fact, he chose Wild Wild West over The Matrix, and Wild Wild West was an absolute bomb.
I was 8 years old, so I'll go with you.
I think, okay, we're going to say Will Smith.
And Trivia Time Travelers, what were y'all thinking?
Well, I had heard about this many years ago that Will Smith decided that instead of taking the blue pill or the red pill, he would instead fight a gigantic mechanical spider.
What a decision.
What a decision. Yeah, he chose Wild Wild West, but not the worst decision he's ever made. No.
I remember watching that movie in the theater because I liked the Wild Wild West show. That was the TV show before the movie. The whole movie is kind of iffy, and then we get to that part, and I was like, what the beep is this?
Language, Jonathan, language.
I was so irritated by this movie.
All right, your correct answer is, everybody got it right. It is Will Smith. Well done. Yes, I was alluding to a little slap that was heard around the world a few years later with his worst decisions that he ever made. That was for sure. And well done. John and Niv got the wild decisions pretty quickly in their chat. So well done. Good. Started off. You guys got one under your belts. Let's go into number 2. This is in U.S. history. It's a pretty broad category, so I'm not thinking anybody's going to Sherlock that bad boy.
History.
Thank you. Yes. In the early 1960s, the United States government, through the CIA, attempted to overthrow Fidel Castro's communist regime in Cuba by training and arming a group of Cuban exiles. The invasion was poorly executed and quickly defeated by Castro's forces, becoming a major embarrassment for the Kennedy administration. What was the name of this failed 1961 invasion of Cuba?
All right, we're going to lock in.
All right, they're locked in. So, time travelers, you can talk it out.
All right.
So I know this as the Bay of Pigs invasion. I don't know. I probably should know the real operation name for it. But I can't. I just know as the Bay of Pigs fiasco.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. I just happened to have sung We Didn't Start the Fire with my band just on Thursday night. So Bay of Pigs invasion is just right there locked in my brain. So
yeah, I don't know the actual name of it though, so I think Bay of Pigs is what's known by now. So that's what I was thinking.
I agree with you. So Bay of Pigs invasion.
All right, and Johannathon.
I mean, it was kind of an instigate there.
Yeah.
You said the question, and the answer was clearly Bay of Pigs.
But you did not meow meow, which was interesting. So
I didn't. I 95%ed it, so I didn't give it the meow meow.
All right, fair enough. Well, everybody, your correct answer is the Bay of Pigs invasion. Well done to both teams.
Nice.
Great job, teams. Let's go into question number 3 and round number 1. And it is in one of my favorite categories. It is literature.
Literature.
Yes. And here is the question. This Shakespearean tragedy centers on an aging monarch who decides to divide his kingdom among his 3 daughters based on how much they profess their love for him. The eldest daughter, Goneril and Regan, flatter him with false praise, while the youngest, Cordelia, speaks honestly and is not cast out. The result is betrayal, madness, and a brutal struggle for power. What Shakespearean play features the characters Goneril, Regan, and Cordelia? And that really hurt my throat.
It was fun, though.
Thank you. I tried.
Okay. I think we are going to choose at this moment to lock in our answer.
Which Shakespeare is this going to be? Okay. There's a lot of them that we can just take right off the list.
Yeah, that's what I was just doing. So
okay, I don't think in round 1 we're going to get Titus Andronicus.
I don't know.
Troilus and Cressida.
I don't think we're going to get a Titus Andronicus from Chris ever.
Am
I wrong?
Chris, now that the gauntlet has been dropped.
Oh crap! Now I gotta go read Titus Andronicus. Thanks, Niv.
Yeah, there's going to be a Titus Andronicus warm-up Chris next, all hummed.
Oh Lord!
Here are words that you can form from the letters in Titus Andronicus.
Yeah, so Niv, I'm there with you. I was leaning at Lear. Lear was what I kind of jumped on first. Same with you, and then eliminating everything else that's not King Lear.
Right. So I think it's King Lear.
Yeah, I agree. We'll lock in with King Lear.
Okay. Johanna.
We also said King Lear with a very limited history on Shakespeare myself. Haven't read anything since high school. So
Same.
Kind of basic knowledge.
But I never read this. Madness is what pulled me to Lear. When he said madness in the question, I don't know the characters terribly. I can't remember characters in plays. But I do feel like betrayal and madness sound like King Lear.
Yes. Yeah. Remembered betrayals.
So we said King Lear.
Okay. Well, as President Bartlett in the West Wing once said, my God, King Lear is a good play. Your correct answer is King Lear.
All
right.
All right. So after one round, everybody's perfect. 30-30. Let's go to round two. Your question one in round number two, again, not really going to help you out with any Sherlocking, but the category is in world history.
History.
Yes. Everybody's favorite category, the world history. Your question is this. Signed in 1648, the Treaty of Westphalia marked a turning point in European diplomacy, establishing the modern concept of state sovereignty. The treaty brought an end to a devastating conflict that involved many of the major European powers and was fought primarily in the Holy Roman Empire, with battles driven by both political ambition and religious division. What war did the Treaty of Westphalia officially end in 1648?
And it is the Treaty of Westphalia. Or Westphalia.
You say tomato, I say Westphalia.
You said it right. Good job.
Yeah, for now. I have to say it again in a minute. I will say it wrong again, I'm sure.
It was freaking Beaker. We're going to lock in.
All righty then. Time travelers, what do you got?
If I feel like I am letting you down, military history is supposed to be like my thing that I have studied, and I feel like this should be an instant get for me, and it's not. So I was just listing off wars I know in Europe.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm for being a trivia time traveler, I am not good with history.
I usually am. I don't. This is usually before what I am looking at. So 1648, I would go with the 100 Years' War.
Okay.
I don't know what treaty that ended that war, and I know the 100 Years' War was not exactly 100 years, and I think it was pre-American Revolution. So I think that's probably our best get. And if we linger on it any longer, I'm not going to get any closer to anything else.
Okay. Let's give it a shot.
So we're locked in with 100 Years' War.
Johanna, what do you got?
So my starting point was, I don't think it's the 100 Years' War. Literally, that is my starting point. Because I believe this 100 Years' War started in or it was definitely running during the 1400s. And so even though it was longer than 100 years, it doesn't stretch to the 1650s. Just turning it over in my mind, I know I've heard of the Treaty of Westphalia. I know this is a major war. It's not going to be some smallish event. And something called to mind, there was 3 wars that are named for their years, right? There's the 100 Years' War, there's the 30 Years' War, and there's the 7 Years' War, which is also the French and Indian War. And I think that they go in that order in time, 100 years and then 30 years and then 7 years. And this seems to fit nicely with where the 30 Years' War might lie. And so we locked in with the 30 Years' War.
So the Treaty of Westphalia officially ended the 30-Year War.
Nice.
All right. I was absolutely no help in that.
Well, you did confirm to Jonathan that the 100 Years' War was before
Definitely
then.
Earlier.
So,
yeah.
So that helped, I'm sure, a little bit. So, all right. That's okay, guys. Shake it off, time travelers. You'll be all right. We got a lot more questions here, a lot more show to go. All right, question number 2 in round number 2. The category is in solar system shenanigans. What's up with that?
Hold on just a second. I want to check with Johanna. You want to? All right, we'll give a Sherlock a try.
All right, we've got a Sherlock attempt. We're going to go with the question now. Your question is this. In our solar system, one planet rotates so slowly that a single day, one full rotation on its axis, takes longer to complete than a full orbit around the sun. In other words, its day is longer than its year. What planet has a day that is longer than its year? There. Zoom is not my friend today.
I'm your friend, Chris.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
John, you're going to absolutely need to repeat that because that is a funny line right there.
Yeah.
Oh, that I got the pink pointy club question, but I didn't get the war question.
Yes.
We know how you're spending your free time.
Yeah.
Oh.
You want to lock that in?
Yeah. I think we'll lock that in.
We were also about to lock in. So we did Sherlock, clearly incorrectly, sadly. We went ahead and Sherlocked Pluto with the idea that any kind of solar system shenanigans will begin and end with Pluto. Unfortunately, that's an incorrect answer. That was our last Sherlock attempt for the game because that's the way the rules work. But both of us felt like this is probably Mercury. Johanna, you remember learning somewhere in middle school about these things?
Somewhere in middle school, I was trying to remember the direction that it goes. The further out faster or the closest faster? I'm pretty sure it's the closer, the faster.
Yeah, absolutely the closer, the faster. So the years are faster, the closer in the solar system you go. And I was thinking, I think maybe the sun being so close to Mercury is exerting an influence over its ability to rotate.
Mm-hmm.
So that would make sense too. So we ended up locking in with Mercury.
Trivia time travelers, what were you thinking?
Yeah, so what we were thinking is kind of similar, but we ended up locking in with Venus. I thought I had remember learning that Venus, its rotation ended up slowing, so its day is longer than its year. We eliminated the planets that were farther out just because that'd be a way longer. They'd be rotating super slow that way, the way it rotates around the sun at such a great distance. So we ended up locking in with Venus.
Could be right.
All right. So one day for this planet is 243 Earth days. 1 year is 225 Earth years. Your correct answer.
Earth days, probably.
Earth days. Sorry. Yeah, Earth days. Sorry. Yes. Okay. 1 day, 243 Earth days. 1 year, 225 Earth days. Excuse me. I almost said it again. Dang it. All right. Your correct answer is I'm your Venus. I'm your fire. Pure desire.
Man.
All right.
Good job.
Darn it.
Nice.
No more perfect games, so you guys could shake that junk off. All right. And let's get on to the real game here. All right. So your third question in round number 2 is in geography. Geography. Most countries are part of a single continent. However, one nation is unique in that its territory officially spans both Asia and Oceania, making it the only country in the world to be part of both continental regions. Which country is the only one in the world to span both Asia and Oceania?
Did one lock that in?
Absolutely.
All right.
Okay.
We're locked in.
So, Johanna, I was just saying this would have to be Indonesia, wouldn't it? Like an island nation spread out across a wide amount of space?
Yeah, and Indonesia is the only one I can think of that would be island nation that would be taking up that much space, that it could be both.
Right. The Philippines and Japan are both too tight together. There's lots of other islands.
Indonesia has space
smaller.
in between it.
Yeah. I like it. Let's say Indonesia.
Time travelers, what do you got?
Yeah, we thought that it's going to be an island nation that spans a lot of space to be in both Asia and Oceania. And like their own, like it's going to be Indonesia, which is what we guessed. I mean, it could have been something like Kiribati, but honestly, I love you, Chris, but I don't think you're asking a question about Kiribati today.
So far, Chris is not asking questions about Kiribati or Titus Andronicus.
What? Again, the gauntlet is thrown.
Chris is going to spend so much time looking up the word Kiribati and not finding anything spelled like that, Niv. You've just set him on a fool's errand.
I don't even think I could say Kiribati, so there's that.
It is spelled nothing like how it sounds. Nothing.
So we said Indonesia.
Both teams said Indonesia. Well, it's not out Tunisia. It is Indonesia. Well done, both teams. After 2 rounds, we've got, again, the game is all tied up. It is Time Travelers 50, Johannathon 50. Let's go to round 3, shall we? In round 3, question number 1, category is, did you say banana? And your question is this. Despite its name, the black box, on commercial airplanes used to record flight data and cockpit audio for investigation purposes, it is not actually black. It is designed to be highly visible in a wreckage after a crash. What color is the so-called black box on commercial airplanes?
Johanna, we would have Sherlocked that if we had a Sherlock available. I was on that.
Yeah, we can 3-2-1 that.
I'm happy to 3-2-1 that.
All right. A 1, a 2, a 3.
Orange.
That is correct. Orange is your correct answer. Well done, both teams. Was the category name a little too on the spot?
They didn't Sherlock it, so it was just fine.
Yeah. You're okay with it because there was no Sherlock, correct?
Yep.
All right. Your question number 2 and round number 3 is, I was told there would be no math. Some numbers can be both perfect squares, the square of an integer, and perfect cubes, the cube of an integer. These numbers are also known as perfect sixth powers, since they can be written as an integer raised to a sixth power. Other than 1, what is the smallest positive number that is both a perfect square and a perfect cube? And many thanks to our buddy Joanne Brenner for helping me out with that question.
Oh, hey, Joanne. Hope you're doing wonderfully.
She is enjoying her early retirement, my friend.
Oh, so nice.
Mm-hmm. Me too, Niv. Me too.
I'm good with that, Niv.
All right, let's lock that in.
I think it's very unlikely that we find our way to the right answer here. Neither one of us can successfully define a perfect square or a perfect cube.
Oh.
However, I decided to assign a definition to it and try to achieve that definition. The definition that I assigned to it is a number that is the square of one number, but is also the cube of a totally different number. I don't think that has anything to do with what the question is, but I started going through squares and cubes of each of the lowest numbers to try and find one that would match. And I was just getting to 6, which was 36, and then something along the lines of 216. I don't think this is going to bear much fruit.
No, I haven't done math in like 20 years, so.
Oh, let's guess 64. 64 is the square of 8, and it's the cube of 4.
That works for me.
All right, we're going to guess 64.
Man, I was literally about to tell you time, too, so you did it beautifully, right down to the last second. Well done.
Damn, Jonathan, and your time!
Get out of here. Is that right?
Oh, well, that's the same thing that we guessed.
Wow.
That's impressive.
I was doing the same math in my head, and I was just like, okay, 64, 8 squared, and that's 4 cubed. And plus, it's 64. 64 is a wonderful number. It's a Nintendo.
64-bit.
It's a Commodore. It's a Beatles song. So we went with 64.
If we're wrong together.
Exactly.
I tell you what, I want Niv to write my questions. That would have been an awesome couple examples in there to give a clue. Your correct answer is 64.
Oh my God! I can't believe it! I can't believe it! Johanna, I was literally, you see in the typing, what you didn't see, I was about to paste that. I was up to 6, and I was just doing math on a make-believe idea that I assigned to the question.
Oh, my God. I would have been nowhere close.
Holy mackerel.
I'm shocked I got a math question correct on Trivial Warfare.
We got to play the lottery today. I don't even believe in the lottery.
And use 64.
Whew.
Sure. Yeah. I'm down.
Yeah.
It's a lucky number now.
Yeah. All right, everybody. So it is round 3. It is question number 3. So you know what
Chris, I'm sorry. I'm going to interrupt.
No,
before you do that, could you define perfect square and perfect cube for us so that we actually know what the meaning that we were trying to achieve was?
Niv and one of y'all actually said it correctly in the chat on here, but it's just basically it's where we're looking for the smallest number that has a perfect square and a perfect cube, meaning that you're able to square it and cube it at the same time to have that number.
Okay, what does perfect square mean though? A perfect square is a positive integer that is obtained by multiplying an integer by itself. Okay, so it's just a square.
Yes.
Adding the word perfect to it made it feel confusing.
Oh, okay. My apologies. That was just how it was described to me, because you know me in math questions. I run as far away as I possibly can.
Sure, yeah.
I needed help.
Fair.
So I brought in the big guns.
So 4 is a perfect square because 2 times 2 is 4. And then when I look up cube, product of the same 3 integers. Yeah, it's just a cube. I don't know why they're calling it a perfect cube. It's just a cube.
Maybe because it's Mr. Perfect's favorite number?
There you go. That must be it.
Okay. So it is question 3. It is round 3. So you know what it's time for? It's Tri-Bond. And your question is this. I'm going to give you the titles of 3 episodes from a TV series that aired from 2001 to 2010. Based on the following episode names, I want you to name the show. My Philosophy, My Porcelain God, and My Last Words.
My Philosophy, also a good early Ben Folds song before it hit.
Sounds good. Niv, we'll lock in with that.
All right.
All right,
Okay.
they're locked in.
We were about to lock in as well. I don't know if y'all are more confident than us, but we named some TV shows, and obviously the big hint here is the naming convention. It seems possible that every episode of this show might start with the word my, the same way that Friends starts with the one where blah, blah, blah. And if it's going to start with the word my, then maybe the show title will start with the word my. And in that general time period, there was a show called My Name is Earl. So we don't have anything better. We are going to guess My Name is Earl.
Okay. And the Time Travelers.
Yeah, so we had the same conversation. We saw locked in. My Name is Earl. The only question we had was that seemed like a long time for My Name is Earl to run from 2001 to 2010. We Niv and I both agreed that was probably a few seasons too long for that show, but we locked in with My Name is Earl.
So this series had 182 total episodes. 170 of those episodes the titles started with the word my. Other
God,
ones,
is this Scrubs?
His story, her story, or their story. It was the naming convention used for the series because it reflected that the episodes were narrated by John Dorian. Your correct answer is Scrubs.
Oh, no.
Didn't even come out.
No.
Oh, God.
I just did an episode of Boozy Bracketology where we ranked the best Scrubs episodes of all times, and had a lot of fun with those guys. Adam and John and the guys there just do a fantastic job. It's a lot of fun.
The right answer has to be the one where Brendan Fraser's dead.
That made it into the top.
That's the number 1 episode. That's a show that episode makes you laugh and then bawl.
Not my favorite episode. I agree with you, but my favorite episode was in season 6, and it's called My Musical. I love that episode. It's one of my favorite. It's one of my favorite TV episodes of all time. Anyway, so that stinks. So 10 points for Chris.
Scrubs is one of my favorite shows.
Never seen it.
We really should have realized that there was no way that Jason Lee was going to have a show that lasted for almost 10 years.
Fair. That's fair.
How long did that last? It lasted way longer than I ever expected it to.
I think it was 5 seasons. By the way, the Bay of Pigs Invasion was just called the Bay of Pigs Invasion. There was no military jargon for it.
My Name is Earl ran from 2005 to 2009.
So 4 or 5 seasons.
And still too long.
Yeah.
It had some decent episodes. I wasn't a big fan of it, but I did laugh at a few times that I did watch it. So after 3 rounds, going into the midpoint, it's still a tied game. Trivia Time Travelers 70, Johannathon 70. Let's go. So I'm pretty excited because I think today, after this episode's over with, I'm going to go see the new Superman. I'm very pumped up about it. I like how I'm hearing how comic bookish it's feeling, and also James Gunn being behind the wheel. I'm very excited about it. So that's what led up to our category in the midpoint called Look Up. And your question is this. I'm going to give you the names of 5 actors who portrayed Lex Luthor in television or film. For 4 points each, I want you to name the actor who played Superman opposite of that version of Lex Luthor.
Oh, that's cool. I like that.
All right, so your first Lex Luthor is Gene Hackman. The second one, Kevin Spacey. The third one, Michael Rosenbaum. The fourth one, Jesse Eisenberg. And the fifth one, John Shea. It's in the chat. So again, I'm giving you the Lex Luthor, the actor that played Lex Luthor. I want you guys to name me who was the actor that played Superman opposite that version of Lex Luthor. Thank you. All right, 1 minute, teams.
Oh, all right. We're locked in.
Niv, we had Reeve and Hackman, Ruth and Spacey, Cavill and Eisenberg, and then we had Kane and Shea, and we didn't have anything for Rosenbaum. We think he's the guy from Smallville, but we didn't have a name for Rosenbaum.
All right, very good.
So we had Reeves for Hackman, and then Routh, is that how you say it, for Spacey, and then Tom Welling was the Superman to Michael Rosenbaum from Smallville. You were correct on that. Cavill was with Eisenberg, and then we guessed Kane for John Shea. We had no idea who John Shea was, but
there are 2 other thoughts around that last one since we're guessing at it. I would not be shocked at all if this is the voice actor for the animated Superman, because I've never heard the name John Shea once in my life. So it's not going to be a movie for sure. So maybe animation, or maybe the most recent Superman, like in the CW Arrowverse kind of. There was a popular Superman that recently finished, and it might be that guy, but I don't know his name either. So that's why we ended up on Kane.
All right, so let's go ahead and go over some answers. So Gene Hackman, that was probably the easiest putt for all the teams. Yes, that was Christopher Reeve, the original. Superman, Superman 2, Superman 3, Superman 4, which hopefully everybody forgets because that was awful. Number 2, Kevin Spacey was in Superman Returns with Brandon Routh. Well done, both teams. Before Brandon Routh actually became the Atom in the TV series of Legends of Tomorrow and Arrow and The Flash, which is just hilarious. He actually, when they did their Crisis on Infinite Earths series, he played both Superman and the Atom, which was awesome. Number 3, Michael Rosenbaum, my personal favorite Lex Luthor. That was in Smallville, and that was Tom Welling was his Superman or Clark Kent, even though you only saw Superman once in the outfit in that whole series. Number 4, Jesse Eisenberg. Yes, that was Henry Cavill. Another fantastic Superman. I thought he did a great job. I think he was definitely more underrated with some really interesting Zack Snyder choices in the movies. And then finally, John Shea was Lex Luthor in Lois and Clark, The Adventures of Superman.
It's Dean Cain!
Is Dean Cain. He may be a tool bag in real life, but by God, he was Superman at one point in time. So what does that mean? That means that Johanna Stanley got 20 big points in the mid-round to go up to 90. Time Travelers got 16 out of 20 and is at 86. So we finally have a little bit of difference in price points here. It is 90 to 86. Johanna Stanley in the lead going into the 4th round.
Hey friends, it's Nick, and I have a bit of a surprise. I wrote a book, like an actual novel. Not a spreadsheet, not a quiz, a full-blown, sexy, stylish, heist-filled novel. It's called Pulling Threads, written under the pen name Isla Blake, because this really was a surprise. Here's the story. My wife reads hundreds of books a year, so for our anniversary, I thought, why not write her one? Most people get flowers. I gave her crime, lust, betrayal, the classics. I used a pen name so she'd judge it like any other book, not like it came with a bouquet and a guilt trip. Now it's out in the world, and already beloved by literally tens of people. Pulling Threads is like the Thomas Crown Affair had a love child with a bottle of scotch and a very expensive pair of shoes. There's a hot marketing strategist, a morally questionable love interest, and a plot to take down a fashion empire built on stolen designs. Also, there's spice, like real spice. Don't read it on a plane. It's available now in paperback, hardcover, and Kindle. Just search Pulling Threads by Isla Blake on Amazon. And if you like it, leave a review. And if you don't, congrats. You've joined a long line of people who disagree with me. So go check it out. And let me know if I should start a new career or stick to pretending I know things on the internet. And now, back to the show.
Round number 4, question 1. It is time for Chris Destroys a Hit. I've already destroyed a bunch of stuff. Let's destroy this. Let's destroy another song right here, shall we? Though it only peaked at number 8 on the Billboard Hot 100 in 1967, this soulful ballad became a timeless classic covered by superstars like Mary J. Blige and Celine Dion. Its emotional lyrics include, "When my soul was in the lost and found, you came along to claim it. I didn't know just what was wrong with me, till your kiss helped me name it." All right.
You did it your way, Chris.
I did it my way. Here's the lyrics just so people don't have to hear me sing again. When my soul was in the lost and found, you came along to claim it. I didn't know just what was wrong with me, till your kiss helped me name it. It's posted in the chat. Good luck, everybody.
Niv, I think we're good to lock in.
Okay. Then we lock in.
There you go.
Yeah, Johanna, I'm not coming up with anything on the cover side. 1967, is that too early for like a Marvin Gaye?
I don't think so.
Could it be like a sexual healing kind of thing?
It could. That could very well fit within for the cover artist too.
When my soul's lost, you came along to claim it. I don't know just what your kiss helped me to name it. I get that vibe from it.
Yeah, the only melody that's coming along at all is "You Came Along to Claim It," and it's not helping me very much.
And I'm hearing it in that song. You came along to claim it.
Yeah, I'm happy to go with that.
Yeah, I like that. Let's say sexual healing.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, time travelers, what was y'all thinking?
Well, we were struggling with this one. Those lyrics weren't exactly hitting. So, went for a song that I know was covered by Celine Dion. So, went for "All by Myself."
All by myself.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, it's 10 points to Nebraska.
Oh,
Chris,
you don't get Nebraska. You got to come up with your own thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I always say 10 points to Chris, but anyway.
10 points to Chrisendor.
Yeah, exactly. So if I also said that this was also recorded in 1971 by Carole King, would that have helped? You make me feel. You make me feel. You make me feel like a natural woman. Woman! Yes. Natural Woman, performed by the incomparable Aretha Franklin in 1967. And then the original person that wrote the song, Carole King, in 1971. And then later on, Mary J. Blige and Celine Dion did covers on it. So sadly, 10 points for me that go into the point abyss. But thankfully, there has not been too many of those. We ready for question number 2 to get the bad taste out of your mouth on that one?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Question number 2 and round number 4 is in board games.
Hold on.
What did I miss?
I just looked up the lyrics of Sexual Healing because I'm like, man, I really felt like the "You Came Along to Claim It" might have been in there. And so I'm just scanning through and I get down to the last 2 lines and I was unaware of what these lines said. Okay. I'm going to paste them into the chat.
You don't want to say it for everybody?
They can look it up.
Oh my! Okay.
Those are the final 2 lines in the lyrics to Sexual Healing. I had no idea. None.
There's going to be a lot of people that go back and listen to that song now. All right.
Jeez. And now I really don't want to listen to that Soul Asylum cover anymore of that. Oh, Lord.
I didn't know Soul Asylum did a cover.
I did not either.
Oh, it's out there. I forgot what soundtrack they did it for, but yeah.
That's certainly something.
All right. Hey, maybe Niv will play it when he's in Chicago. You know?
There you go, Niv. Time to get on it.
Wow.
procrastinate.
Wow. All right. Question number 2 in round number 4 is in board games. And your question is this. Originally created in the early 1900s as a teaching tool to illustrate the dangers of wealth inequality, this board game was first known as the Landlord's Game. Went through several adaptations before being popularized into its current form. Though often associated with Parker Brothers, it was eventually patented by a Canadian who helped bring the game to the masses. What classic board game, now a household name, was originally called the Landlord's Game? I'm guessing you're locked in?
We're locked in.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I mean, we can 3, 2, 1. Yeah. Do we agree, John? This is Monopoly.
Yeah.
Monopoly.
I guess we can't 3, 2, 1 now.
Yeah, we can't 3, 2, 1 now. But you had locked in. We're all over the place. Cats or dogs. Yeah, this is Monopoly. This is the Landlord's Game. This is hotels and all that jazz. I think I have like Phineas and Ferb Monopoly to my left somewhere.
In our game on Tuesday that we went to, there was a Monopoly question, and it was actually a big one. They gave 20 different franchises, and you had to name which ones had Monopoly games built off of the franchise.
Oh, that's a good one.
Like Stranger Things was one of them, but Law and Order wasn't, or something like that. I don't remember.
The Law and Order was.
Yeah. And Chris knew that Scooby-Doo Monopoly was a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a lockdown on it.
So just to let you guys know, John in the chat also put the Game of Life, which was that was true. There was an original version of it that was very, very dark because suicide was part of it, death was definitely a part of it, and it was called the Checkered Game of Life.
Good God!
Yeah, it was.
It's a little heavy.
Other than chess, that's actually one of the very first mass-produced games because it was actually produced in the 1860s.
Whoa.
So, yeah. Anyway, fantastic book out there for board gamers called The Game, if anybody's interested in reading about the history of board games. But great job, teams. You both got it right. Well done. Shook off natural woman for the last one. So, all right. Here comes question number 3 in round number 4, and that is in Happy Hour History.
History.
Prohibition in the United States, established by the 18th Amendment, banned the manufacture, sale, and transportation of alcoholic beverages. However, the policy proved unpopular and difficult to enforce, leading to a rise in organized crime and public backlash. Eventually, a new amendment was ratified to repeal it. What amendment to the U.S. Constitution repealed prohibition?
Yeah, we can lock in.
Oh, boy.
Let's 3, 2, 1 that.
All right. Of 1, a 2, a 3.
The 21st.
Well, what age do you have to be in order to drink? 21. What was the amendment? The 21st Amendment. Great job, both teams. Well done. It was ratified in 1933.
I thought about amending my answer, but I didn't have to because they.
After 4 rounds. Johanna Stanley with 110. Trivia Time Travelers with 106. So still a very slim lead for Johanna Stanley, with 4 big points being the difference. So let's go into round number 5. We talked about board games, which is one of my favorite things. Let's talk about another one of Chris's favorite things, comic books. And your question is this for question number 1 in round 5. What is the name of the fictional metal in the Marvel Universe that is more powerful than vibranium and found in Wolverine's skeleton?
I've got all the meow meows in the world.
All right,
Chris,
another
hit us
3,
up
2,
with
1.
a round 1 question in round 5.
I don't like to assume who knows the comic books and who does not, my friend. Fair enough? All right. A 1, a 2, a 3.
Adamantium.
Adamantium is absolutely the correct answer. Well done. And it's now finally been introduced into the MCU. Those who don't know, the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So well done to both teams for getting that right. Your question number 2 in round number 5 is in diseases.
Are you down with the sickness?
Oh, that would have been a much better category name. Dang it. Your question is this. In the 14th century, a devastating pandemic swept through Europe, killing an estimated 30 to 60% of the population. Spread by fleas carried on rats, this disease led to massive social, economic, and cultural upheaval. Remains one of the deadliest pandemics in human history. What was the name of this catastrophic event?
What year did you say?
I said in the 14th century, so I did not give a specific year.
Yeah, and if we're on the same page, we can lock in.
All right.
Johanna?
Yeah.
It's got to be that, right? It's got to be the
That was
Black
the
Death?
only. That was the only thing that came to my mind.
Yeah, mine too. I'm right there with you. We're going to say the bubonic plague / Black Death.
Okay. Time travelers, what do you got?
Well, as time travelers, that's one thing that we have to look out for is that we can't go into the wrong time, and then we get the bubonic plague, we get the Black Plague. Next thing you know, we're bringing it around. It's a butterfly effect. Everything is wrong.
Dogs and cats living together, mass hysteria.
Tell them about the Twinkie Ray.
What about the Twinkie Ray? Your correct answer. Both teams were correct. It is, in fact, the Black Death. Well done. Well done. Your final question in round number 5, we're flying through it. I probably made it a little easier than I probably should have, so my apologies. I will do better for next time and make it way harder and impossible for people to answer.
Chris always learns the right lessons, doesn't he?
I'm trying. I'm learning a lot in this game, that's for sure. Don't hum unless you know your microphone works. That's a big thing right there. Yep.
True that.
So in city names, the question is this. In 1976, following the end of the Vietnam War and the reunification of North and South Vietnam, the capital of South Vietnam was officially renamed to Ho Chi Minh City in honor of the revolutionary leader. Before that, it was known by a different name, one that reflected its French colonial history and significance as a major port and cultural center. What was the original name of Ho Chi Minh City before 1976?
We can lock in, Niv.
We can.
Oh, you've probably been there. That's cheating. All right. Before I really start trying to dig into my brain, do you happen to know the answer?
I do not, no.
I don't either. So we're equal here. I think Hanoi was the capital of North Korea? Not Korea, Vietnam. There was the idea of the Hanoi Hilton.
Okay.
But the fact that it says before that, it was known by a different name that reflected its French colonial history and significance as a major port and cultural center. That makes it sound like it's going to have a bit of a Frenchish name.
Unfortunately, I took Spanish in high school, so my French is a little rusty.
My French is non-existent, except when I go to the bathroom when oui.
Ba-dum-bum. Rim shot, please.
I've got a big bag of nothing, unfortunately.
Saigon is that Vietnam or is that Korea?
I think that's Vietnam, but I could be wrong.
Is Saigon still a city?
I don't know.
I have no idea. I feel so dumb sometimes. It's not that I feel dumb. I really hate it when the limitations of my awareness are exposed to me because it feels like they shouldn't stop where they stop.
All right, team, I need an answer, please.
Would you like to say Hanoi or Saigon?
Let's go with Saigon.
All right, we're going to say Saigon.
Man, I thought we were going to make some ground up here. We said Saigon. There's a very famous photo of the fall of Saigon in 1975 where South Vietnam forces were pulling out of the embassy there in Saigon, and that was effectively the fall of Saigon. And then a year later is when they changed the name to the city to Ho Chi Minh City.
So it does not exist anymore. There is no city called Saigon there anymore.
No, Saigon is now Ho Chi Minh City.
I had no idea.
Yeah, and I knew it as being a Broadway kid. I always think Miss Saigon.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My very first musical I ever saw was Miss Saigon with my uncle. And your correct answer is Saigon. Well done, both teams. So John and Niv, you guys got Jonathan there. So well done.
Sorry, not sorry.
After 5 rounds, Johannathon still has that little bit of a lead, 140 to the Time Travelers, 136. Let's go into round number 6. Question number 1 is in video games.
Video game.
Yes, I'm branching out a bit. I'm not very good with the video games, so let's see how this question goes. This iconic video game series, launched in 1986, is known for its atmospheric exploration, nonlinear gameplay, and a powerful heroine in a high-tech suit. Much of the action in later games of the series takes place on a mysterious and hostile alien planet called Zebes, home to ancient ruins, dangerous creatures, and the infamous space pirates. Which video game series is set on the fictional planet of Zebes?
You want to lock that in?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're locked in?
They're locked in.
We're locked in.
Okay, Johanna, in terms of timing, we're talking about like early Nintendo, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I remember the big reveal that surprised everybody was that the main character in the game Metroid was a blonde woman named Samus, whatever her name was. But that character was always in a high-tech suit.
Yes. It's a little before my time, but my dad played this game, and I'm pretty sure that is correct.
You're making me feel old when you say that kind of stuff.
I just turned 34.
That. My dad. Well, that's not that young, all right? You're closer to me than you are to a baby. All right. You want to say Metroid?
I think that's correct.
Let's do that. We'll say Metroid.
Okay. And Time Travelers, what were y'all thinking?
I'm thinking that Jonathan and I are a year apart in age to the day. And
here we are.
So, I had that same memory of, oh my gosh, look, Samus is a girl when you beat Metroid. So, yeah, I mean, it's 1986, and we weren't exactly the most progressive people, especially when it came to video games. So you weren't exactly going to get a lot of heroines.
Sad but true. 100% right. So your answer is Metroid. Well done, both teams. Actually, the planet of Zebes was actually introduced in Super Metroid about a decade later. But yes. But Metroid is the correct answer. Well done, both teams. Let's go into question number 2 and round number 6. Fight. And your category is first lines in literature history.
Literature history.
Indeed. So here's your question. This epic poem, first published in the 17th century, begins with this famous line: "Of man's first disobedience and the fruit of that forbidden tree." What is the title of this epic poem? And for 2 bonus points, shout out to the Bonus Brigade. Bonus Brigade! I want you to name the author.
All right, Chris, we're locked in with the answer and bonus.
Yeah, Niv, I was thinking that sounds like it might be the Divine Comedy by Dante Alighieri. Alighieri. That was my first thought.
Okay. I mean, so, like, was the Divine Comedy an epic poem? That's, like, I've never read the Divine Comedy.
Yeah, I think it's the same thing as an epic poem, like the Odyssey and the Iliad, where those are epic poems. I think the Divine Comedy is considered an epic poem.
Okay. I mean, definitely of man's first disobedience and the fruit of that forbidden tree definitely leads in that direction for a story of sin. So I can run with that.
Yeah. I aside from that, I know it's not the other epic poems I could think of would be the Odyssey and the Iliad, and it's not
definitely not those. Okay, so I'm right behind you on this one. So
we'll lock in with the Divine Comedy by Dante.
Okay. And Johannathon, what are you thinking?
I haven't read this since college, but Jonathan was saying Paradise Lost by John Milton. That sounded right to me about the timing and everything, kind of about losing the Garden of Eden, so Forbidden Tree and all that. But it's not something I've read since college, so.
It did feel really good to, like, as you were reading the quote, it's like, that sounds like that's about getting kicked out of the Garden of Eden. Man, that's losing paradise. I wonder what the answer could be. So, yeah, it felt good. I hope it's right.
All right. Your correct answer, Paradise Lost by John Milton. So Johannathon got both the correct answer and the bonus. All right. That's okay. We still got a gauntlet to go. We still got some stuff to go here. And your final question in round number 6, dare I say the penultimate question, is...
Dare you? You dare.
I dare. In Science.
Science.
In the 19th century, this pioneering scientist made groundbreaking contributions to the understanding of electricity and magnetism. He formulated the concept of the electromagnetic field and is credited with inventing field theory, laying the foundation for much of modern physics and engineering. Who is the scientist best known for his work on electromagnetism and field theory?
Okay, we locked in.
Oh, I want to go with your first answer, dude.
It's not an answer.
So the first thing that came to my mind was the name Van Allen. And I was thinking, like, there's this magnetic belt in space, and Van Allen is the name I have attached to it. But then the more I think about it, the more I think that's the Van Allen radiation belt or something like that. And it's just not feeling right. And so then it's like, okay, well, what are the scientists who are associated with electricity? And immediately it's like, okay, well, ohm and joule and hertz and I think ampere is a guy's name too.
I unfortunately failed physics and had to retake it. So,
well, then you've had two different chances for exposure to the answer.
Did not help. I could use some more exposure to physics to learn.
All right. Chris is telling us very politely that we're out of time. I think that it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to guess ohm.
Okay, I'm happy to go with that.
So we will guess ohm.
Ohm. So once again, 10 points to Chris on this one. I got 30 points.
We haven't heard their answer yet.
That's right, because I'm a moron.
You're not a moron. You're just laughing at our chat.
All right. So time travelers, what were you thinking?
Well,
whatever it was is wrong, apparently.
Exactly. Clearly, we're wrong here.
It's because I want Niv to give his first answer.
Well, okay. So first thing, we didn't know exactly what field theory was. So I said field theory is the theory, the science behind how much you like me, how much you really like me.
The Sally field theory.
Oh, it's so good. So good. No notes.
We've got someone who was related to electricity, Tesla coils. So I said our favorite pigeon lover, Big Nicky T.
Oh, it just made me laugh so hard when he said Nicky T. All right, so we got Tesla in one. We've got Ohm in the other one. Unfortunately, it's 10 points for Chris on this one. I was originally naming this category. Despite all my rage, I'm still just a rat in a cage. Would that have helped?
Faraday.
That would have 1,000% helped.
Okay.
Faraday?
I figured it was too hard. It was too easy to put that in there. Your correct answer is Michael Faraday. Faraday.
Yeah. Niv, that was a name that came to me at the end. I just put that in the chat. I was like, Faraday's also a name I know of.
Yeah, I saw.
So
that's a good question. That's a good question.
I should have done the subject on there. So
no, you shouldn't.
Okay.
No, you shouldn't. It's the last question of the 6th round. It's totally good the way you have it.
Good.
All right, fair enough. All right,
you did
I'll
good.
Give myself a pat on the back.
Okay, fair day enough.
So going into the gauntlet, we've really got a tight game still. But it is Johannathon with 162, Trivia Time Travelers 146. We talked about Mr. Barber at the beginning of the show here. I picked on him a little bit, saying, why would I have my own stuff? Well, guess what? He wrote the gauntlet for you guys. A couple episodes ago, I did a few of our favorite things with Kelly and Brian McClure. Well, this is a dose of Scott Barber, a few of his favorite things is your gauntlet category tonight.
So it's like a few of a barber's favorite thing.
That's correct. He gave me 3 questions of 3 of his favorite things.
Like red and white poles, quartets, beefcake.
Beefcake! I smell Kool-Aid. Why do I smell Kool-Aid?
That's disturbing.
I know. I'm wondering if I'm like sick or something. That's what I was thinking. I was like, I literally smell Kool-Aid, and we don't have Kool-Aid in the house.
Do you also smell burnt bread?
No burnt bread.
Almonds?
No almonds.
That's like the worst way to have a stroke. This is like, are you having a stroke? Oh, yeah.
I think we just found the name of the episode.
Yeah, you just killed Chris. Not good.
Oh, that was so awesome. Holy crap.
That's so funny. Oh my God. All right. Let me type that down.
Yep, I'm putting it in the notes also.
It's just going to be, oh yeah, Chris.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Our wager is locked in.
All right. Our wager's locked in.
So, a few of Scott Barber's favorite things. So the first question in the gauntlet is in baseball. And this is Scott saying this, not me. So just to let you know, because he did it in first person. Anyone who knows me, i.e. Scott Barber, knows that I love baseball. During one of my stadium tours that I was on, I learned that the team I was there to see was Major League Baseball's oldest continuous operating team. Founded in 1871 as the Boston Red Stockings, it has since moved twice. Fun fact, Eddie Matthews is the only player to play for this team in all three cities.
We can lock in.
All right. Gentlemen, you could talk it out.
Yeah, so pretty big baseball guy. I'm wearing a Cubs shirt and I'm wearing a Tokyo Giants hat right now. Longest continuous operational baseball team are the Atlanta Braves. I think they moved around a few different times. Yeah, that was my initial guess, was Atlanta Braves.
I mean, I'm not going to go against the person wearing a Tokyo Giants hat.
All right.
This might just be another time where I'm wrong. I got a war question wrong and still got that Pink Pony Club that's going to haunt me. So.
The haunting of Chapel Roan.
Yeah. Our answer is locked in.
Okay. So the second question in the Scott Barber round is in Hamilton. Scott says, I'm also a big fan of Hamilton, which is why I was excited to learn that this original Broadway cast member is returning in November to reprise his role. I'm annoyed that when ads announcing this say he's returning to the room where it happens because his character never was in that room.
Okay. We're going to lock in. I love it when my partner says 100% when I ask. Like, oh, good. That's awesome.
I'm guessing, Niv, you've never seen Hamilton?
I have never seen Hamilton, as it is my great theater kid shame. I know. Okay. I know.
Broadway cast members, not a strong suit of mine.
See, I would be able to help you if I saw Hamilton, knew the plot.
Or listen to the soundtrack.
Listening to the soundtrack. I know it's terrible that I would listen to the Heather soundtrack, but I still haven't listened to the Hamilton soundtrack.
I'm not judging.
It's a good soundtrack, Heather's.
My guess would be it might be the guy or the individual that played George Washington, because George Washington wasn't in the room where a lot of things happened. He was off fighting a war. But I don't know. I don't have a name. You said the name was Diggs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, what other names do we have? I mean, it's not going, it's a gauntlet question, so it's not going to be Lin-Manuel. And
yeah, that's the other name I had too. That's the only name I had was Lin-Manuel.
So we've got to guess it. We've got to guess somebody.
Yeah.
And I know one other actor.
Okay. I mean, Diggs is great because it also covers Stefan Diggs in case he's the right answer.
Oh man, I don't like it when you make comments on a question because that means we're off base usually.
Well, what?
Yeah, so that's what we were going to go with was Diggs.
Our answer is locked in.
And the final question in the Scott Barber gauntlet is in music. And his question for you is this. We all know that Take Me Home Country Roads is the official state song of West Virginia. But what other top 10 song by John Denver is also an official state song of another state? We are looking for the song.
We will lock in.
Dare I say meow meows, Jonathan?
Meow meow! Yes, you can say that.
Man, but with no hammer, it just loses its luster.
Really?
Really does. Yeah.
Oh,
all right, time travelers, you could talk it out.
I just remember from Dumb and Dumber where that John Denver was full of shit, He wasn't able to. We are locked in.
So let's go over the questions. You guys will give your responses, and then we will award some points or take some points away. The first question was baseball's oldest continuous operating team, founded in 1871 as the Boston Red Stockings. What was this team? We're going to start with the trivia time travelers.
Yeah, so I feel like this is just something I know. The Atlanta Braves are the longest continuous operating team, so we locked in with the Atlanta Braves.
I told Johanna at the beginning when we were wagering, I was like, there's going to be something about the Red Sox. There's going to be something maybe about the Cincinnati Bengals. There's going to be something about West Virginia. And so he went away from the Red Sox, but he did hit Boston, his favorite baseball city. The Boston Red Stockings became the Boston Braves, then the Milwaukee Braves, then the Atlanta Braves. They hit 3 cities, and Eddie Matthews played in each. We said the Braves.
Okay. Question 2 was in Hamilton. Scott is a big fan of Hamilton. He was asking, who is the original Broadway cast member returning in November to reprise the role? He was also annoyed that the ads announcing that he's returning to the room where it happens because his character was never in that room. So, Johannathon, what was y'all's thoughts?
I am a huge Hamilton fan. I saw it when it came to town on tour. I've listened to the soundtrack. It is Leslie Odom Jr. He's returning as Burr. He has a song called The Room Where It Happens.
Okay. And Trivia Time Travelers.
I am not a fan of Hamilton because I haven't seen it. But I knew Diggs was an actor in Hamilton. And so I went with Diggs.
All right. Niv, that is absolutely your homework for the next time that you're on the show. Okay, sir?
Okay.
Jeez.
We're giving each other homework.
Jeez.
Hold on. Niv and Jonathan's been giving me homework throughout this whole episode.
Hamilton and Kira Boss. This is what we're doing.
All right.
All right. The final question in the Scott Barber round was, Take Me Home Country Road is the official state song of West Virginia, but what other top 10 song by John Denver is also the official state song of another state? So, Trivia Time Travelers, what were y'all thinking?
What we were thinking was Rocky Mountain High. I think that's the state song for Colorado, but John Denver singing about Rocky Mountains, and what we locked in with was Rocky Mountain High.
Okay, and Johannathon.
Rocky Mountain High, Colorado is what we locked in with.
All right. So let's go over some answers. Let's award some points, and we'll go from there. So we're going to start with the first one. The baseball team that is the oldest continuously operating team. I actually answered the Cincinnati Reds, too.
It's a fair answer. It is the first instinct answer.
Yes, absolutely. Because I was dumb and didn't read down to the Eddie Matthews part of it, because the Eddie Matthews part absolutely makes this question completely gettable. Your correct answer is the Braves, the Boston, the Milwaukee, the Atlanta Braves. So the Braves organization. Well done. Both teams got that right. Let's skip down to the third question. Third question was in music. Take Me Home, obviously, is the official state song of West Virginia. This song is the official state song of the great state of Colorado, and it is Rocky Mountain High. Well done. Both teams got that one right.
Chris, I just thought of a fantastic usage of AI.
Okay.
We should get AI to create state songs in the vein of John Denver for all of the other states.
That is freaking amazing.
Pretty good, right?
100%, yeah. Yeah.
It's like you be John Denver and write me a song for Florida.
Yes. There you go. The Sunshine State. They say they're free there. Anyway, so,
wow.
All right. Anyway, bad Chris. Good pizza. All right. The question number 2 in Hamilton. The returning Broadway cast member in November to reprise his role, I really wish, but the prices are way too ridiculous to be able to go to it, is in fact Aaron Burr himself, Leslie Odom Jr. So,
nice.
Does it come down to points? We're gonna not Stefan,
not Stefan,
or not even Devon or David Diggs.
No,
David. Yes. So, Trivia Time Travelers, what was y'all's bet? What were you thinking when you made that bet?
Well, John came to me with all the math, and I just thought to myself, "Hey, it's All In weekend."
True story. AEW's All In is tonight at 8:00 in Texas.
So when he said, "Hey, maybe we should go all in," and I was just like, "Oh, that's a sign. It's All In weekend. So let's go all in."
So they wagered 146 points to sadly end with 0. We know that Johannathon got all 3 questions right, so it's a moot point, but let's see how many points you ended up with.
we thought to ourselves, you know what? AEW's doing All In this weekend. I bet that's going to inspire them to go all in. So we bet 133.
All right, they bet the lockout. So with a final score of 295-0, your winners today is Jonathan and Johanna. Well done.
Good game. Chris, something that speaks to this being a really good game is it does not feel like we've been doing this for 2 hours and 50 minutes here. This game felt like it went really fast.
Oh, cool. Hey, I'll take that for sure.
It played fast. It was really, really good. Yeah, no, big win there. That was awesome. That was a great game, though. It was really tight the whole way through.
I tell you what, you guys both played a fantastic game. I love high scores and everybody having at least. I try to get both teams to have about 130 or more before the gauntlet, and you guys superseded that. So I thank you guys for that. Great game, both of y'all.
You're welcome, Chris. All right. Before we go, we'd like to give everybody a chance to do shout-outs and promote causes they care about. Johanna, you are our big winner today, so we're going to start with you.
I just want to shout out my mom. We do the trivia calendar every day. We got it for Christmas. The last year we did it. It gives me a reason to, call her. We didn't do it this last year because it wasn't there, so we're hoping it comes back. We're hoping it comes back because the calendar we have now is we don't like it very much.
Oh.
And then I just be nice to each other. That's all. Just be nice to each other.
Love it. All right. John, you're next.
Yeah, just congratulations to Johanna winning her first game. That's awesome. No real causes to shout out. I support Johanna and saying be nice to everyone. But Chris, the warming up, Chris, you're too hard on yourself. It was good. I think you have something there.
We all enjoyed it.
And do something next time. It was a lot of fun. So
thank you.
You're working through something. It's good.
I appreciate it. Thank you. And thanks for being on, y'all. Appreciate that too.
And we're going to finish up with Niv.
So first, congratulations to Johanna on her first time playing and her first win. John, great partner. Get some sleep because it's like, what is it?
It's almost 2 a.m. here. It's tomorrow already.
It's almost 2 a.m. and you did amazing for almost 2 a.m. I could not imagine doing trivia at 2 a.m., even though it's probably going to be that way when we're in Chicago, isn't it? It's going to be that way, isn't it?
Not me anymore, man. I've hit the old man wall. I don't think I got the 2 a.m.s anymore in me. Maybe
it's going to be my first SporkleCon. So who knows?
Maybe I got one night like that in me.
Okay, I don't like to get political very much in life, but I just have to say, you know what? Be kind to your immigrants. A lot of us, our families came from somewhere to here, and like immigrants are having the toughest time. I've been working in immigration now for 25 years, and it's absolute insanity right now. So please be kind to immigrants.
Well said.
So, and hey, remember, immigrants, they get the job done.
He doesn't know why what the relevance is.
He will one day.
He will
once he follows his homework.
Yeah, no,
he will know.
Niv Hamilton has a big running theme about immigration. Yeah.
So maybe I should listen to it after I retire, so it's not just taking my work home.
I don't think you have to worry about that. Also, I want to do a shout out, which I rarely do, but I wanted to shout out our whole community. So recently we had Derek Chappelle and Nick Groves on a show together, and you guys heard about the work that Derek and his wife Abby do to collect children's books and to bring them to kids in the NICU in honor of their son.
Yeah, Jack.
And Nick made the decision to use the first month's profit from his book that we advertised on the show to buy books for that cause. And I know that Derek just shared a picture recently and said, here's what a box full of $250 worth of books looks like. So that means that happened, and that's fantastic. And I know that that's not the only books that were purchased or shared. So I just want to give kudos and shout out to our whole community for doing a good thing. We really appreciate you guys.
Yeah, and I know that Derek and Abby, his wife, are just so beyond grateful. I don't think we're speaking for them by saying that, but yeah, thank you so much. The TWA is literally the best people I have ever met. Period. I mean, just sheer joy, and I love the fact that at any point in time, a get together will happen, and just it's always a love fest, and I'm good with that.
Yep. All right, so that is going to wrap us up. So, for John, for Niv, for Johanna, and for Chris, my name's Jonathan, and this has been episode number 540, Trivial Warfare, where it's not just trivia, it's war. Bye, everybody.
Have fun storming the castle.
Thanks for listening to Trivial Warfare. Be sure to check out the revamped TrivialWarfare.com as your one-stop shop to submit questions, join the community, and get access to over 150 archived episodes. Warm It Up was written and performed by Matthew Stevens. This episode was edited and produced by me, Joel Sharpton. For help with your podcast, visit ProPodcastingServices.com.
He's like breaking out microphones and gadgets and stuff. Uh-oh, he froze. Hey, oh boy. He stepped too far, guys. Whatever he was doing was a bridge too far. And we've lost Chris forever.
Your next category in round number 3 is in Chris's favorite invention. The question is this. On September 7th, which is actually a very special day for me because that was the day my mom was born, but this was a completely different year. So let me go back. On September 7th, 1927, in a small makeshift laboratory in San Francisco, California, a 21-year-old American inventor made technological history. He successfully transmitted the first fully electronic television image, a simple straight line using a device he had been working on since he was a teenager. What invention did Philo T. Farnsworth successfully demonstrate on that day?
I'm a little confused by the question.
Damn.
So you said he successfully transmitted the first fully electronic television image.
Oh, son of a biscuit. No!
It seems like he probably demonstrated television.
I really wanted more information in there, and I screwed it up. So we're going to go back to the...
Is the answer television, Chris?
No comment.
Oh my God, that's so good.
And those of you who are listening to the bloopers after the show, enjoy that burrito.
Yeah, no, I was honest to God. I'm like, well, crap. He gave us television image. What the heck invention could this be that was doing television images if it's not a TV?
No, that's called Chris screwed up.
That's all right. We can blame ChatGPT.
No. That was. I didn't know that was.
I didn't
Chris
say you used ChatGPT, okay. Chris. I'm saying you can blame ChatGPT.
Oh, no way, man! I'm not blaming them. You know why? They're AI overlords, man. Have you not seen Terminator?
Oh yeah.
You need to be afraid of that crap, bro.
Chris is the one who's going to be spared because he said thank you in his messages.
You're not wrong, dude. Every time I ask for it to give me a professional rewrite on something that I want to tell my boss she's wrong about, I say thank you.
So I have a fun little story for you guys. Sarah, we had our hot water heater stopped working last night, and actually like the night before. And we bought this a year ago when we bought the house. We had to replace the hot water heater. I went out and I pulled out the manual and looked at it. I'm not a terribly handy person, but I can follow instructions. And I'm looking and I see instructions for the pilot light. And so I pull open the stuff and I look down through the little hole where the pilot light should be, and there's no pilot light. I'm like, maybe I'm missing it or whatever, but I'll follow the steps to try and relight this pilot light and see what happens. And it's very, very specific on the steps and very scary. Like, it warns you a lot of stuff. It's like, if you smell gas at any point during this, do not light it or you will die.
Grab your butt and run.
Yeah. So I am following the instructions and I do all this stuff and I can't get it to light. So I turn the whole thing off and call the repair person. So they were here this morning while we were recording. Sarah was talking to him. And he after he diagnoses it, he turns to Sarah and he says, when did this stop working? She said, Thursday-ish. Are you sure? It didn't go out before that? He's like, no, it worked until Thursday. Turns out, and he's stunned by it. He doesn't know how this happened or what happened, but they did not, we have natural gas. We bought a natural gas hot water heater.
Yeah.
They did not install a natural gas hot water heater.
What?
They installed a propane-based water heater with a propane tank that I am unaware of somewhere. And that propane tank finally ran out, apparently, after a year.
Wow.
Oh.
It's not what we bought. It's a totally wrong hot water heater. And they've scheduled to come and replace the whole damn thing on Monday.
Wow. Holy crap, dude. That's crazy.
Absolutely
crazy. You guys wouldn't have known. I mean, no.
It does. I don't see a propane tank. It must be.
Where's the propane coming from?
Yeah.
How did it not run out? It's been a year.
It's a big propane tank.
Unless you guys are just not using that much hot water.
I have absolutely no idea how any of this occurred.
You were blessed by Hank Hill.
Yes.
Yeah. The spirit of Hank Hill. We had some propane accessories. Yeah, no, I'm just glad that he said no. We're gonna have to replace this on Monday, no cost. And I'm like, yeah, because we bought a different thing than you put in here. Unbelievable.